Hello guys, you're welcome to Structures Pro, the home of software. This is a place where there is something for everybody. We teach how to use Start Pro. We teach how to use AutoCAD. We also have started Excel. So this particular video is for Excel tutorial from scratch for beginners and for those who want to perfect their Excel usage or improve on what they know before. So this particular class is for everybody, irrespective of what you've studied. I'm going to be taking you from scratch to that professional level for Excel. Excel is a powerful tool. Excel is what I use as an engineer to make my work easier. I use Excel to write some small programs to help my calculation in my analysis. So, and I know that in accounting is also essential. In procurement is very essential. So in anything you are doing, you need Excel. You need the knowledge of Excel. So I will urge you to stay back as we watch this tutorial. This is the very first one in this particular course. So I'm going to take you step by step until you perfect Excel. So if you see my video for the first time, I will beg you to just click the subscribe button. Please click the bell button as well and give me a thumbs up. Like this video so that YouTube will be able to keep suggesting the video to more people. So that's your own part, your own way of supporting me. Okay, let's start. So if you open up your system, if you don't know where your Excel normally is supposed to be on the desktop, but most times they are not on the desktop. When you install Microsoft, it comes with MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and the rest of them. So sometimes you might be struggling to locate them, especially if your system is a new system. So you just go to search. Once you click that search, you type Excel. It brings up the Excel app. So you just click on the Excel app and wait for it to open. Okay, that's very good. So our Excel is up. So now this my left hand side is where you see the recent document I worked on. So you can see some pipe support, pick trap, and the rest of them. So these are the recent thing I worked on. You can see anchor boat design example. So these are little calculations I've done with Excel. I just programmed them. So anytime I need to do any analysis based on anchor boat, I'll just pull it up and dust it, and the work is done. That's the good thing Excel can do for you. They help you use it to generate templates. Okay, so from here, if you have any important document you would like to pin, you just click on here on it and locate this pin by the extreme right. Okay, and click on that pin, so it will help you to pin it at the top. So if you click it again to unpin, it takes it back to normal. So if you want to pin anyone, that's how to do that. Okay, so these are templates. This my right hand side, you have templates. So we have so many beautiful templates depending on what you want to do. So if the one you want is not even here, if it's not here, you can click on these headings here to get more ideas. So if you come under business, you click on business, you see some templates that is under business. You say inventory list, company name, all those things. They're under business. So if you check, let me look for projects. Project will give you an Excel sheet for project, template for projects. Okay, so these are just where you can just select any template you want. This one for charts. Okay, so even if you want to do a monthly budget schedule, so these are basically where you get templates. Say invoice template. So you want to do any invoice, can just come here and pull up a template and you start editing it. So that's just that. So you click on this arrow pointing your left direction to go back to the starting point. So but we are going to be working on this blank workbook. This blank workbook is what we are going to start with. So with time we begin to explore some of these templates. So I'll simply click on this blank workbook. So, okay, so this is what it looks like, the Excel sheet itself. So now I will introduce you to the tools. We have the menu bar. We just came back from file. That place we went to at first is file. So the second tab is home. So when you click a home, it exposes other tools that are under home. So from home you see the cut, copy, format, paint, paste. So if you click the drop down arrow, you see other functions. If you under copy, you see other functions. So we come here, you see a bold, Italian under. This one is for formatting the text. Then you have alignments for text, for your text. This is wrap text and me. So we are going to learn how to use all these tools from beginning to end. So after home, we go to insert. Insert has so many other functions under it. So we have page layouts, formulas, data, review. So anyone you click, we review some tools under them. So I forgot to mention, no matter the version of Excel you are using, I'm going to teach you the way that you are going to get the same result. So it's going to be basically using more of shortcuts so that you'll be able to understand and get the same result with your own Excel version. It's not different from version to version. It's not much different. Just they might have different interface. The tools might not be located the same way, something like that. So it's not much. Okay, so let me introduce you to what we call columns and rows in Excel. So if you come to this top, until you check your mouse pointer until it turns to arrow and click. So this is what we call column in Excel. So this is column. While if you do the same for the other side and click on it, it highlights a row. That is what we call row. While all these ones are called cells. They are called cells. And if you check, as I click on any cell, it tells you the name of the cell, name box. See what is called name box here. So it tells you the name of the particular cell that is active, that you have clicked on. So how did this name box come about? You can see E5. So they use the column and the row numbers to identify a cell. So you can use column and row numbers to identify a cell. So we see the column. This is column, and the column number here is E. So E5 tells you that this is the cell they are referring to. If they say A2, that's this. Sorry, A2, that's this. B2, C4. Like that. This is how you identify cells. And if you look at the number of rows we have, they are quite huge, endless. So there is nothing you want to do in this particular sheet that will not contain here. And it has the ability of splitting them in pages, depending on in pages, yes, even if you want it in A3 or A4. Okay, that's for cells. Then if I highlight a bunch of cells like this way, it is called a range. Of course, it's called a range. So you can identify this range by this first cell here, which is D50, and all the way to K60 is called range. When you select you highlight a bunch of cells, you are talking about range. So okay, generally this place we are working on now is called Workbook. It is called Workbook, and if you come down here, our workbook has what is called sheets. So you have sheet 1 here. If you click on this plus here, you can add more sheets. You have sheet 2. If you click on it again, you have another one, 3 sheets. So you can add as many sheets as possible. This sheet, what you have in this sheet is exactly what we have here. So in case you need to, duplicate some information, or you want one particular set of information to be on one sheet and another different set of information to be on the second sheet, this is how it will do that. But in the end, everything is in one document. It's very okay. So these arrows here that are faint is in case in the case where you have multiple sheets, you can use these arrows to expose the hidden ones to go either left or right direction. So this is basically what you need to know as the introduction before we now start putting in data. So if you look at this place is called formula bar. So formula bar. So if I click on any cell and come to this formula bar and write anything, that particular text I'm writing is going to appear in the cell that I've highlighted. So is either I select a cell and come to this formula bar to write and it enters into that cell, or I simply highlight the cell and write on it. So these are the two different ways you can use to enter data in your cell. Okay, even our sheets, we can as well rename our sheets. For us to rename this sheet, you can simply right click on it and select rename, and you put whatever you want to put there. You can rename the second one by the same means. You can put data here, data here. You can rename this or these sheets like that. And again, we can even move a sheet over to the other side. Okay, yes. So you can, it's very flexible. You take it back. I don't want to move. You can as well right click on it if you want. If you don't want to drag it like that, you can create, move or copy. Okay, so when you select that one, you can either move to the end, or you move to before sheet data. It will now come before data or before AFWT. So once you click OK, it will take that sheet there. So that's that. Okay, there are other things we can do, yeah, before we start entering data. So let me just show you us how we can zoom in and out. So just come to, we are under home, so you come to view. For that, you click on this zoom. Okay, so from here you can choose percentage. What is active now is 100%. So if you put 200 and click on OK, it zooms it, it becomes bolder, becomes bigger. So here you are seeing clearer. So if you click on this one, it takes it back to 100. So another way you can do it is this bottom right. You can use this to adjust as you are dragging it to be adjusting, or you'll be clicking the plus sign, it will be adjusting. So if you click the negative sign, it gives you the opposite. So that's just that. Okay, so let's try to enter some data. Okay, enter some data. So let me just enter, let me see, serial number. Okay, then I will enter this the bank. Okay, we put Nigeria. Okay, and here, okay, say title. Okay, see here, year. Okay, so another thing is for you to move from that cell. So I started from here. You can use once you click tab, it moves the next step right. You click tab again, it goes to the next step right, like that. Tab. But when you press shift, when you hold the shift and press tab, you start going backward. So again, when you press enter, it comes down. Enter, it goes down. Or if you hold shift key down and press enter, it goes in opposite direction. Then simply you can be using the arrow. If you want to go right, you press the right arrow. If you want to go left, press the left arrow. If you want to go down, you press the down arrow. If you want to go up, you press the up arrow. So these are the things you can do with them. So, okay, now when you have a test, okay, let me put, maybe say I want to write Nigeria is a good country, is a is a good country. So you see that this test has is also is it has um it has crossed the line that is supposed not to cross. You know, the what I've written is hidden. You know, this the next column to it is making it to hide. So what you need to do in this case is just come to this top until the mouse pointer turns to cross. Then you click and hold, then drag towards your left, right, sorry, towards your right to reveal the hidden text. Yeah, so you have to do that until you so you have it like that. So this is it. So how to go about it. Okay, so that's that. Then if you want to maybe you want to maybe I wanted to write banking here and I mistakenly wrote bank and I want to now complete it. So if you click on the cell once and you start writing, it's going to delete the previous text. So in that case, you have to do undo. So what you need to do, if you must edit from the cell, you have to double click. If you double click, you now see you can now write and you can complete it by putting banking. You get. Then alternatively, you can just simply click on the cell and come to the formula bar, then complete the sentence. Okay, that's that. So we can as well do some other formatting. So when you select a cell, this one, you can from here change this is the text style. You can change to the particular text style you want. You can from here select the text style. Okay, you can do for others. And as you have selected this one, you can use this format paint. This is format paint. If you're using AutoCAD, you can just use the similar to match property. You can use it to match the rest. Okay, so then you can as well use instead of dragging, you can double click. Just come here, double click to expose what is hidden. Now I think you are learning as I'm progressing. So okay, you can as well select all and increase the font size or reduce it, whichever way you want to do it. These are the sizes. That's what you can do here. Okay, so you can also do bold. Okay, naturally the text style we chose is a bold one, so that's why it looks like we can no longer bold in our text. So let me use area. So with area you can bolden the text, you can put Italian effect, you can underline it just like MS Word. Okay, then you can have a background color. You can paint the background yellow, click on the arrow to have more colors. These are the things you can do. Okay, depending on what you want to achieve. Then this one is for the text. This is background color. that is fill color. It is called fill color, and this one is font color. So this one is for the font. When you click it, the font will change color. So you can use the match property, like I've told you, format paint to match the property. Okay, so this one is for alignment. You can do top alignment, you know. Okay, if you drag this down, you can use this to align. Sorry, this is what is active. So it goes up, comes to this middle, it goes down. You know, it goes to the left, aligns to the center, aligns to the right. So there are so many formatting things we can do. Okay, that's that so far. Let me undo these ones. Okay, let me just include the serial numbers. If you have one here, I'll put two here. So to make it faster, I'll select the two cells, then come to this dot here, click and drag it down, so it puts other numbers for me, like that. Good. So for other values, I'll pause this video instead of just leaving it on for you to be watching. I'll pause the video. When I'm done adding the data, I will come back. Okay, so I am done with the data. So this is what I have. I have month, revenue, expenses, profit, all in dollars. So okay, all in dollars. So there are other things we can do here. Say formatting. Okay, so I already have. Okay, so let me delete that row. So you can delete a row. I need it, but I need to show you how you can still get that row there. So this is how to delete a row. Just click on it, highlight and click. So I need to put a heading on top of this all this data I have here. So I'm going to do insert row. So it puts a new row above the cell I highlighted to put a new one at the top, which is what I have here. So I need to give this thing a heading. I need to give it a heading. So what kind of heading am I going to give it now? So I'm going to read it now. Okay, let me just put summary sheet. Okay, so that's the name. Okay, let me make it bold. So now for this summary sheet, I would like it to be centered, to come to the middle here. So what I will do is I'll highlight from here to here. Okay, now so this line you're seeing here, this dotted line you're seeing here is the print limit. So if I want to print anything beyond this line is not going to come out, and because this is A4, it's set to A4 for now. So anything beyond this line is not going to come out. So if you are not seeing this line on your own, do something for me. Just click Ctrl P. Okay, it shows you the print preview. So if you're not seeing that line, click Escape. So the line should be there on your own. Ctrl P to see the print preview, and you escape. This line will come. You get so now when you do that Ctrl P, you find out that it shows you what you have there. And mind you that Excel is not going to print all those grid lines you are seeing there. So if you must separate these things, you have to include your borders. So but before we get to that point, let's centralize this. This is my heading. I want to centralize it. So what I would do is I'll click on merge cell, so to be merged. The cell from here to there will be merged to now become one cell, and the name has changed to A1, this long cell now. So this way I have done that. So I can now come to these borders and give that my head in the border. You see the border there. So now if I want to print, I can also give this one border too. So what I will use all borders to make it faster. So this is what I have. So if I click Ctrl P, now you see that it has given me a print preview with borders. Okay, so let's go back. That's that. So these values are in dollars, and I would like the dollar sign to be shown there. So what I would do is that I'll just select the all the figures that has the dollar. Okay, this one is customers, so I don't need to select that one. So I'll select this and come here and click on dollar sign. So you see the dollar has appeared. That's what I want. So if you click on this drop down arrow, you can select other currencies. You have a United Kingdom, Euro, yen, Japanese, Chinese yen, and the rest of them. So that. Okay, so I've discovered that I don't need this space, this much space. This new space is too much. So let me just adjust. Let me adjust. Okay, I think okay, no. Let me give it back. That's good. So we have this thing here. So let me try to check something here. Okay, so you see this value that is projecting. So if you don't want it to project, you can simply select all these figures and um, um, click on wrap test. Wrap test will fold it in, into the space available and squeeze them there. So that is what wrap test will do. That's wrap test. You know, wrap text to squeeze them. So instead of dragging it, you can do wrap test and it will put them there. But if you don't activate the wrap test, it will put them in a straight line. Yes, and you now begin to drag, and you understand. So that's just what wrap test does for us. So when you have limited space, okay, you can use wrap test to put your figures together. So it is now under wrap test. So I can drag this one down so that I will have a yes complete. That's fine. Okay, I can as well color anyone. You can color this heading. You can give this heading color, something like this, or you give your serial number a color. You look for another color and give to it. So you can do anything you want to do. All these things are just very simple and flexible for use. Okay, so we have come to the beautiful part of Excel. This is where Excel is powerful, and that's the arithmetic aspect. So where you use it as a mathematical tool, a calculator, or programming. So now the basic thing with Excel calculation is before you put any mathematical expression, the first thing you will type is equals to. So when you type equals to, you can now put in your values. You can say 2 times, you find your asterisk in your keyboard, 2 times 4, then you now hit enter. That's 8. Okay, so when you highlight the cell, if you look at the formula bar shows you the formula that I've put in the cell. Why the cell shows you the result, the output. So each time you have a mathematical expression, just click on that particular cell and check what the formula is in the formula bar. So this is what Excel does. So it gives you the multiplication, so you can use Excel as a calculator. So if you now come to what we have here, you see that our values are just figures alone. Okay, see this one is 3,200. All of them are just figures. They don't have any formula. So but I want us to now do some simple arithmetic operations here, which is why Excel is very much powerful for everybody, irrespective of your department, what you are working in your office. You will need Excel, and if you know all these operations, you will be able to work very fast with it. So I'm going to insert a column here. I'll click on insert column. Okay, now I want to determine what percentage of this revenue is my profit. The profit is already 1,800, but I want to know it in percentage. So what percentage is it? Of course, you know what the formula will be. I will use I will say this cell E3. So that's another beautiful part. So once you just pick on the cell, it copies the value in it. So you have the E3 there. Then you use division sign, divide by C3. So that will give us the percentage, you know. So 36%. So but now, because I already have dollars in here, that's why it's giving me dollar here. But what I need is percentage. So I would just simply go back to this is where you have our percent. You just click on percent. So you have 16%. Sorry, 36%. So 36% of the total revenue is our profit, while the remaining percentage is what is the expenses, which we are going to also determine. So now, if when I have done one, you know, this particular cell is telling me is a E3 over C3. So you have E3 over C3. So now I'm going to effect it on other cells, and that's going to be very fast, and that's where the power of Excel comes in. So I will just hover around this dot until my cursor turns to cross. Once it turns to cross, I'll click and hold, then drag it down to the last cell, so it calculates every other one automatically. So if you now check this other cell, you see E4 C4, it's talking about this line 4. If you click on this, you see E7 C7. So this is very beautiful, you understand. So that is why Excel is fine and very good for everybody. So there must be something you need it for in your own office, even if you're an accountant, a lawyer, whatever you are doing. If you're not, unless if you're not using computers to work. Okay, now so I want to show you another thing. If I change this value now, just take note of that 36% and see what happens to it. I will put 2000 here and hit enter. You see the percentage has changed to 40% because that particular cell is linked to this one. So whatever you change here updates the percentage, so you don't need to calculate it again. And this is why we use Excel to create templates for engineering, for anything. You create templates. So when you just change your inputs, every other thing adjusts and your report is ready. Okay, so now I'm going to add another. Let me undo so that I will have my original figures. Yes, I'm going to find what percentage of this revenue is my expenses. So that's what I need to also determine now. Insert row. Sorry, I made a mistake. I should have inserted a column. So let me just undo. Is insert column. I want to do insert column. So this is it. So I will get the percentage for the expenses. So of course you start again with equal sign, then I will click on expenses divide by revenue, and it will give me good 64%. Okay, so this is 64%. So if you add up these two, it should give us 100. So we are going to demonstrate that as well. Simple addition. So this is what it is. You get. So if I, which is not necessary, but for practical sake, let me add another column to add these 2% to make sure that everything gives me 100. So for me to do that is equals to, so instead of picking the cells with mouse, you can as well type the cell identities, the cell numbers, or the cell reference. So now how will I do? I want to add this cell and this cell, and what the names are G3 plus F3. You get, so I can type it G3 plus F3. So that's that. It's equals to 100%. So if I don't get 100% in all of them, that means that there's something wrong. So everything is correct. So you have 100% because this plus that's supposed to give you 100. You get, so you can as well do something grand total. You can do grand total under here. So for that you can get your total revenue, for the 5 or 6 months. That's for 6 months. What is the total revenue? So you can just do equals sign, then you begin to click on these cells to add them together. That's plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this. There's a shortcut to it which I'll show you. So this one is just following the longer part. This is total revenue. Our total revenue is this. You understand? So that's that. So if I want to get the total expenses, I will simply copy this and paste it here. Just copy and paste. Sorry, Control C, Control V. So when you double click, you see what you have added. You have added all this one. That's total expenses. The same thing for total profit. So but for the total profit, let's do the other way. The other pattern for the addition, you can do sum. Okay, so it gives you an information here, numbers in a range of cell. So which numbers are you summing? So I will open up a bracket and I will select the cells, then close the bracket and say okay. Okay, so that's that. So let's do the normal one and see if we are going to get the same $14,800,000. Okay, so if I undo $14,800,000, copy this, copy and paste. So 14,800,000. So when you see this, means the data is longer than this cell. So what you do to review those cells is to open it up this way. That's that. Okay, so there's another thing you can do to this formatting. So if you come to this formatting, you can as well increase the precision. So just right click on it and go to format cell. So you go to, this is percentage, so decimal places you can increase it to 2, so that yes, can increase to 2. So that goes to the other ones. So like this one, that is 39.71. So you see the actual value, not the approximated value. So this one is also the same thing. So you can do the same for others. So I will just match this property and I will drag this down. Okay, then match this property again and drag this down. So this is a very very sweet one. Okay, so that's that. So here you can still calculate the percentage, that's the total percentage for the 6 months. So how do I do that? I simply copy one of them, and paste it here. It gives me the total percentage for the 6 months, total percentage of the profit. This one will give you total percentage for the 6 months. Okay, so this is why this is very important, and the total is supposed to give us 100%. So it's still the same thing. So that's that. So you can decide to give this one a different color, so such that you know that it's giving you a gross value. Okay, so then we can adjust it to the center. Okay, that's fine. So another thing I would like to show you is how you can freeze your your column or the row or a row. So if if you want to move right, you'll see that your serial numbers are hidden already. So we can just freeze freeze this column so that in as much as we move in, we will still be seeing the serial numbers, and that information there might still be very important for us to keep an eye to. So you can just look at this panel under view. Okay, from home you go to view, you see a freeze panel. Click the drop down arrow, you see freeze panels, freeze top row, freeze first column. So just click on this. Okay, so if you click this scroll bar now, you see that our serial number column is frozen, so it cannot move. So if you have large number of data here, so and they can just file in under the column while you are bringing other cells closer to that particular frozen column. So that one is very is okay. When you have large data, you might have need to do that. It's also very easy to be turned off. Just go back to the same view, then click and on freeze panel. So you can check that here. You see it has been turned off successfully. Okay, we can also calculate the average values. Average. Calculate the average values. Okay. Let me still give it the same color and border. Okay, now so for this one, I want to know the average revenue for this month. What's the average revenue in the if you are planning for your business? You can use average revenue to plan. You get to so let's go to formulas. So under auto summation, you can click on average. So it gives us highlights the column that is going to add and give us average. So you have to be careful. This this grand total now of $37 million is included. So once you include it, the average figure is not going to be correct. So you have to exclude it. So you um, come here to this place. I need to move this. Just hover around this thing. Move there. Okay, what I will do, this thing is not allowing me to select it. So instead of C9, I'll put C8 there to exclude that cell exactly. So then I'll press enter. So that's the average value for this month, average revenue. So this person that is earning these values of income per month for 6 months has this as the average, $6,000 as average per month. So now for us to get the average expenses per month, the average profit per month, and the rest of them, is we are going to still drag this point to this point. Okay, so we have the average expenses, average profit. Then this one is supposed to be percentage. So we go back and do exactly the same thing we did before. So just click percentage here and click percentage here. So this is the average percentage we have. So now this is exactly how to create a template. So if this is your business that you have this template for, each time you make your profit, you can just come and change your values. Maybe for here, this particular one is now $6,000. So just pay attention to all these calculations we have made. You see that they will change. Exactly, they will change. So because we have linked all these cells, except those ones that we need to input ourselves, because after the month of January, we will have revenue for that month of January. So you put the revenue there. So those ones you don't need to do mathematics there, just put it in. Once you put in the values you're supposed to put in, all the calculated ones will be updated automatically. And that's the beauty of Excel. So we have succeeded in creating this particular template. So in your own work, you have something like this you can create to help reduce the stress of your work, to help you, to make you faster in delivery. You understand? So this is just that. The last one I will show you today is how to plot graph with some of these values. So I will okay, before I go into that, there's another thing I would like to show you. I think I've shown you a lot of things in this particular video. So from here you can search for whatever you are looking for. So I want to plot graph. I want to go to charts. So I can click on any type of chart I want to use here. Whatever you are searching for, you can come here and search for it. But I'm going to use insert. Before then, I will select the two columns I would like to use for my graph. I want to plot months and their revenues. So in that chart, what I want to see is the revenues per month. Okay, so I'll go to insert, then I will check. You can check recommended charts and see for the ones you'd like to use. This one is a good one. You can use this one. So January, you see, February, you see the amount. This one is another one. It depends on what you want. If it is a pie chart, you can use pie chart. So you have the legend, color legend here, January, February, March. So that's that. You can use any one you want to use. You get, so this one is okay. So you can use this. So I'll say okay. So I can now position it where I want it to be. You can drop it under this place. Okay, that's revenue. You can put monthly revenue. Monthly revenue. That's good. You see our revenue per month. Okay, you can further format this. You can change it to whatever you want to change it to. Modify and modify the charts. These are options that you can use to modify our charts. Okay, we have a lot of them. You can choose a dark background. Okay, or this one can be something like this. Okay, so that's that. Okay, okay, this is what we have. So we will end here today. In our next class, we are going to continue to explore these charts and some other things that we've not covered. So in this particular channel, we are going to be bringing more of Excel classes and other ones. So if you are just watching this my video for the first time, I'll beg you to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and stay back. We are going to be teaching a whole lot of things. We teach Start Pro, we teach we have started Excel, I have taught AutoCAD tutorial. All these tutorials, me and my team will be working tirelessly to make sure we give you at least 3 videos in a week. So just stay tuned and enjoy. So if we go to print and see how our work is going to look like, so this is the chart. You can print the chart. If you scroll up, the up one should be the sorry let me sorry okay, control P. Okay, so this is it. This is it. So this is it. Okay, so this is what we have, and we'll end here for today. Thank you, and stay tuned. Share my video, like my video, give me a positive comment. Like my video, give me a positive comment. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.